No Pain, No Gain. Part 1. May God acquaint you with some gale, your tides no stir, at all exile. The Student in Zerbi Kalim by Allama Iqbal. The above verse from Iqbal's poetry aptly depicts why we call him the poet of the East. He touches one's heart with his unimpeachable character and noble poetry. He was ever so fretful about the shambles of the Muslim nation, especially the passiveness in the conduct of the youth. This is the reason he prayed the Almighty to endow them with a momentum that would stir them to action. He suggested a storm must hit their placid waves. What actually is the storm? The storm is something that impinges one's life much. It can change the course of life, either being effectual in materialistic facets or on one's psychological fronts. It can play havoc to some or be a game changer for the others. At the same time, it can be havoc for someone or be a game changer for the other. But one thing is clear: storms create unrest. Storms hit to create energy in the unperturbed waves of a stagnant sea. Or call it stagnant water, because sea is very unusually, it's unusual for a sea to be stagnant. So call it stagnant water. In otherwise case, the sea is calm and tranquil. It has got no lure for the viewer. The storm throws you in the battle of survival. Storms create belief in oneself and an ultimate confidence that is unbeatable. The cause of Pakistan stirred the youth and the old of Indian subcontinent equally. Long before the Muslims of India knew about their deprivation, of their basic rights and the partisan attitude against them, and way before this thought could transform their minds into getting freedom from the prejudiced Hindus, they were asleep in the darkness of ignorance and neglect. Their lives were static and purposeless. To them, everything was just okay. So they did not shake a leg to develop and prosper. The Hindus grabbed the occasion and deprived the Muslims of their socio-economic, religious and cultural rights. This was the moment Muslims were hit with a storm. The zeal of achieving a separate homeland where Muslims could practice their religious and cultural rights with liberty, and where their socio-economic rights would be secure. Let me read the poetry by Allama Iqbal. It is in English, of course, an interpretation, of course. May God acquaint you with some gale, your tides no stir, at all exile. Of course, it is an Urdu couplet which has been interpreted in English. That's the end of the first part of No Pain, No Gain, and I'll provide you the second part in my next video, and it will go on with the next episodes as well.